the directions say to find each limit by hand. So our problem is the limit as x approaches 0 of e to the x minus 1 over 3e to the 2x minus 2e to the x minus 1. The first step that we're going to do when trying to find a limit for any function is direct substitution. What that means is we're going to take what x approaches, and in this case x approaches 0, and substitute that for all the x's in the function. So here it shows what our direct substitution. We have e to the 0 minus 1 over 3e to the 2 multiplied by 0 minus 2e to the power of 0 minus 1. Anything to the power of 0 comes out to be 1. So as we continue to solve our substitution, we have 1 minus 1 over 3 times 1 minus 2 times 1 minus 1. Continuing to solve the substitution, we have 0 over 3 minus 2 minus 1, which comes out to be 0 over 0. This 0 over 0 is an indeterminate. So we cannot tell what is happening from this as x approaches 0. There's not enough information to tell what the limit is or what the function is doing as x approaches 0. So we're going to have to find another way to find the limit, since 0 over 0 tells us that 0 as a point in the graph is out of the domain. So, rewriting the problem, the first thing I would do now that we know that substitution is not going to work for this problem is factoring. We're going to factor the bottom to see if there are any factors that will cancel out the numerator as well as a factor in the denominator. So the denominator factors to be 3e to the x plus 1 multiplied by the factor e to the x minus 1. As you can see, e to the x minus 1 is both in the numerator and the denominator, and therefore those factors are going to cancel. We now have the limit as x approaches 0 of 1 over 3e to the x plus 1. And at this point, we can now try substitution again as we did in the beginning. So once again, we're going to plug in 0 for all of the x's in our new function. So we're going to have 1 over 3e to the 0 plus 1. Once again, anything to the power of 0 comes out to be 1. So we're going to have 1 over 3 times 1 plus 1. The limit as x approaches 0 of 1 over 3 times 1 plus 1. So we have the limit as x approaches 0 of what our original function was comes out to be 1/4. And that is how you solve